So I woke up this morning wanting to make a video along the same lines of a video that I ran into before I got a chance to, and it's by a fellow YouTuber by the name of God, capital G-O-D. And I just wanted to shout him out and, add to the vision, First off, I want to say I'm extremely proud of the way that this team has developed and has been playing of late. They've been making me look good, of course we're all surrounded by Cowboy fans. That was a great moment. The comeback win in Baltimore, just being at that game with my whole family and showing them that it's worthwhile to pay attention to this team. This is a team of the future. I'm just overall very proud of this team. And before, I'll go ahead and make this clear. I do believe that this NFL thing is entertainment and it follows a script, and the script just pulsates wherever business is. There's an opportunity for it. And like fellow YouTuber God said in his video, Jacksonville is the largest city in America, and there's a lot of development going on. So and just going back before that, the way the Jets just won that game against a Rams team that they had no business winning and giving us the number one pick. I had a friend who's a friend of some Clemson fans, and they told him that it only made sense for Trevor Lawrence to go to Jacksonville because, being from Georgia and the Clemson fan base being about 3 to 4 or 5 hours away, that's an easy transition. Whereas if he goes to New York, that's not the best business thing for a team that, is in need of a spark. So I've been kind of thinking that, if it's a script, I'm just thankful that they're writing us in on it, finally, because I don't really think they want to, but when they have to. The largest city in America, there's so many things that you could build off there, and now that we have an image or a prototype that they're comfortable with, I guess, or that's very marketable. They have to, whether they want to or not, they have to give us this glow. And the foundation was laid in such as life. In our darker times, the foundation was laid with us doing so much work overseas that when this thing pops, it's gonna pop. It's gonna be a global thing. The Jaguars will be a team of the future. But the job isn't complete. Definitely, we have to continue to double down on being in the moment and taking it a play at a time. The more obsessed we become with that, because I think that this team is on that, the more obsessed we as fans, because I think we as fans are like the subconscious mind. I remember, I always tell the few Jaguar fans that I know, or if I'm in the stadium, I ask them questions to kind of where I can gauge where their mindset is. And if they reveal that they kind of expect this team to lose, or they just don't expect this team to be competent, then I call them out on that. It's like, well, imagine if you're in a stadium of 70,000 people that's supposed to be your supporters, but all 70,000 of them deep down inside in their minds or their hearts and their souls believe that you're going to mess up. Our job as fans, the only thing we can do is to support them with as much good energy as we possibly can. So we as fans, and such as life, football can be therapy if you think about it. You learn to love something that you don't have any control over. You learn to love and accept it, and we should learn to be all right with the outcome by now, because they have shown that they're competent now. We actually have a sense of direction. So any loss is not the same as a loss before. Any loss is actually a building block for us to get better, because you've seen this team display that they know how to learn from their mistakes and quickly adjust to that. So if we lose or things don't go right or they have an off game, we need to chill. Remember all of them. It's been 20 something odd years. We can't act like we have such a culture of greatness where we just can't stomach these guys, fumbling the bag, a time or two on the way up to where we're headed. And I really think this team, I wrote in my notes last night that I really think this team is on another level type of good. Like when we really, really get good, we're going to set a new standard in the NFL that has other teams trying to catch up. So a bad or off performance will be the good of what you see these top teams performing at now, like the Mahomes and the Allens and stuff. They're going to be playing catch up soon, and in 4 to 5 years, they're going to be looked at as, can they keep up with Trevor Lawrence and whoever else joins that picture. So yeah, and then in my guy's YouTube video, he also said something like that, where he said something like, it looks like Trevor's back in college playing against college guys again. He's making some of these top tier defenses look like college guys. Like that's the level of mastery he's showing. So yeah, let's remain humble. Like, that's one thing I always preach. Like, we as Jaguar fans need to act like we've been there before. And I stamped that back in that week 3 win, when I leaving the stadium, you see some of our fans just straight heckling Colts fans. And it's like, come on, y'all, like have some class. Like, that's like the football universe ain't gonna give you no more success because you don't even know how to act. Look how long we've been bottom dwelling. And this franchise has actually been competent. Even though we've had their number, they're still more competent than what we've been. Like, let's have some dignity. Like, act like you've been there before. And we got to continue to do that. That should carry over into life, you know what I mean? Let's keep things in a perspective. We really haven't done anything. So the more and more we become obsessed with the present moment, and this is all therapeutic, apply this to your real life. It should apply in real life first. And we continue to learn the lessons with this team. When we meet them, our energy, what's deep down inside of us, will be on accord what we truly say we want to see, and that's this team take it to where they've never taken it before, this franchise. So it's just my little 2 cents. I want to say some things that I'm concerned with this team. The ball security, that's one thing. Even though it was raining and all that, like it's bad when, like in years past, I would have, anytime the quarterback drops back to pass, whatever quarterback we had, you hold your breath, and it's like, oh Lord, like what was something like if we completed a 15-yard pass, it's like, oh wow, like that's our 50-yard bomb. But now, like I said, getting used to things, I'm expecting 15-yard passes routinely now. I don't have no more worry or doubt about that. But now I would be lying if I didn't say that every drop back is now like, okay, hold the ball, whether that's ETN, Trevor Lawrence, whoever, like, let's not fumble the ball like that. So ball security is one thing that I think we need to tighten up on, That's a little concern. And really, that's it. And us not, sticking to the script, keeping the main thing, like Coach Prime say, let's not overlook the Texans. Let's exercise this Houston Texans demon, like God said in his video. Let's exercise this demon. That's the next task at hand. And let's not do what the Cowboys may have done with us, with the Eagles, and overlook the Texans for the Titans. Keep the main thing. Let's continue to obsess with taking it play by play, and before you know it, when we look up, we'll have all the trophies that really mean something. So that's all I want to say. I just want to keep it short. This could be therapy for the fans. It's the rehab that we all truly need after years of being at the bottom and never folding. We never folded. If you've been a Jaguars fan, man, you got some of the best character out there. I hope it applies to your real life, because the amount of stick with it that we got, only maybe the Lions or the Browns or some of these other franchises can really relate in these times that we live in. But yeah, man, let's continue with this, and let's focus on keeping the main thing. I hope that's what the message of this team is. I really think it is. They seem to have it together. Coach Peterson, like his mindset, it's everything. And I knew when this is something off topic, off script, left field maybe, but Trevor Lawrence is an air sign, and so is Doug Peterson, and so is our GM. When I saw that we got Doug Peterson, air signs, in my opinion, are more like mentalists. They keep everything upstairs, really. Trevor is more like a balanced type energy, being that Libra. And then you got two Aquarius energies who are all about innovation in the future and pushing things forward, all on accord. So this being a predestined team of the future, it only makes sense to have the signs of the future in place. And it's telling because the coach we had last year is more of he's a water energy. He's a Cancer. No disrespect to Cancers out there, but that's just kind of funny. And he was stuck in his childish emotions, and that brought the whole team down. So you got some people who really got some great mental energy and some innovation going on, and they keep everything upstairs and stick to the script. That Coach Peterson's like that gust of wind that pushes that balanced energy forward. So let's all envision and last thing, I don't know if I said it, but in that video that my man put out, he said his vision was, T-Law plays 9 to 10 years and gets 4 Super Bowls. And hey, I'm with that. And I say, sticking with the theme that I'm trying to get across, let's all envision that. Let's play with that. Let's start there. Like, let's all envision 4 Super Bowls in 10 years. Let's all envision that. Let's all get in that stadium 70,000 plus with 10 years, 4 Super Bowls. That's the type of run we about to go on, and let's do our part as fans. We don't need half of the fans with that old, dark, depressive Jaguar energy, that's used to a certain outcome, met with half of the stadium being ready to welcome this team to the future. A championship future. It's a conflict of interest. It's a direct, contradiction. So that's all I want to leave y'all with. I do think this team, like my man also said, I do think this team goes on a run this year, and it's following that 1996 script. When Tony Baselli got in the Hall of Fame and we got the Hall of Fame game, I knew that they were gonna pull from a script early on. And if you remember, longtime fans, older fans will remember the run that I'm talking about with the Buffalo, the Denver, and eventually going to New England. But I think this time we get it done. End of story.